Hi there, I'm David Streznek from WeLoveGuitar.net, and next to me is sitting Sebastian, who is a marketing manager for Fender CEO, Fender Central Europe. CE, okay. CE, not CEO. CEO is something else. Hi, Sebastian.
Hi, David.
Okay, we are in Musical in Bratislava. You had the Fender days here.
Yeah, it's actually it's called a Fender Roadshow. Just to make it clear, it's a Fender Roadshow. So Musical is the next stop on our tour. So we started in Poland. We've been already to Poland, to several shops in Czech Republic. Now Slovakia. So yesterday it was in Košice. Today it's in Bratislava. Both Musical shops. And we still have like 2 days to do like one in Brno and one in Katowice in Poland.
So it's a roadshow. And how does it look like? What do you do when you come to the shop?
So the main purpose of this roadshow is to show our new products to consumers, to the customers of our dealers. So we have like 3 main products for 2016. It's an acoustic guitar series called Paramount, American Elite series, we can see behind us. It's a series of electric guitars, top of the line from the production series, and the Bluesbreaker's guitar amplifiers. So that 3 products are the main target or main point of interest for consumers for this year.
Okay, we have the Elite series of the guitars. Actually, the same level of the guitars what we had the Deluxe.
The Elite series is the successor of the Deluxe series. It's a part of our Deluxe platform, what we call. So the guitars created for the players, for the musicians who need like a really versatile instrument, versatile tool, and very modern guitar. So Deluxe was like that, and Elite is a successor, but the changes were so big that we decided to change the name. Actually, we used the name which existed in Fender history. It's very often we do this. And Fender Elite was a series of guitars manufactured for like I think 2 years in the 80s. So now we used that name again. As I said, the changes are big. So the changes are in the neck of the guitars, because we have the compound neck, which changes the profile from modern C to modern D, and compound fingerboard, which changes the radius from 9.5 to 14 inches, which makes the neck very comfortable.
So it's
very
easier
fast
to play solos.
Yes. It's much easier now. We have new pickups here, noiseless pickups, 4th generation, completely new, and the best sounding noiseless pickups so far. Really well accepted to the market, because it's like with many of the things, the noiseless pickups have lovers and haters. People love it or hate it, and then looks like this 4th generation is really good and people really appreciate it and like it. Some additional changes, like more slick neck when in the place. Yes, very comfortable. New colors, of course, new case, and S1 switch in all the guitars. We have Telecasters, we have Stratocasters, and basses, of course.
Okay, so it's just like Strats, and we're not gonna have like Jaguars and...
No. We didn't have alternative shapes in our Deluxe series, so...
They stay in the Deluxe series? Or...
No. We didn't have them. So just a Elite series. I mean, we have like American Vintage, alternative shapes, as you said. So Jaguars or signature models like Johnny Marr Jaguar.
Okay, what's the point of the new Fender amps? Like for me, it's look like it's nearly the same as we had like the Blues Juniors. At least like the 15 watt version.
A bit, but don't judge by the look.
I tried it. I really like it.
Yeah.
I think it sounds perfect.
So just let's start with the history. So in 1959, Fender introduced probably very first guitar amplifier called Bassman 59. It was supposed to be a bass guitar amplifier. The bass guitar was a completely new instrument invented by Fender, but apparently it found his history in guitarist hands. So guitarists started to use it as a guitar amp because it was very loud. After that, in the 60s, one of the most famous British amp manufacturer used the same wiring. So actually they copied Bassman 59, but they used different tubes because the 6L6 tubes were not available in Europe or were hardly available by the time. So they used EL84 or EL34 tubes. It changed the sound a bit. The Bassman amp and the world famous Bluesbreaker amp. Now we have the Bassbreaker amp. So we are coming back with the history. So history made a cycle. But to cut the long story short, the Bassbreaker amps are the amps which are made with different philosophy. So Fender amps are well known for staying clean, with a big headroom, staying clean for the high levels. And our engineers, our R&D team, asked a question: what if Leo Fender would rather try to create like a rock amp, a British style amp? And we created a completely new series of guitar amps. So this is something Fender never had in the future.
They should break up much easier.
Yeah, they are breaking up much easier at lower level. We have 4 models, and they are all different. So the difference is not just in the power. So we have 4 models: 007, 15, 18, 30, and 45. And they are all different. So starting with the small 7-watt amp, which is more like a practice amp, but you can also use it in a club. Then 15, which is very versatile, the most versatile from the series. 1830 is 2 amps in one cabinet. So 18 watts is breaking up really quick, and 30 watts stays clean for longer. So you can use it for different purposes. And 45 watts is the closest to the 59 Bassman. So the traditional amp without preamp, just you can break it up, but by breaking up the power tubes, not the preamp tubes. So it's very loud. Then that's why we use the power break. So you can go from 45 watts, the maximum power, down to 1 watt. So it works even if you live at home. You can use it at home.
All right. For me, till now, Fender wasn't really the high-end acoustic guitar manufacturer. Now you have the new line, the Paramount line. I tried them, and they're really cool. What was the purpose of? Do you want to compare it to all the
That's
guys?
good to hear that you like them.
I like it.
So the thing is, you're right. Fender was in acoustic guitars. We were rather offering the products for the beginners to the certain point, and we were never very strong in that higher part of the market. And you have to know, and you probably know it, that the acoustic guitar market is by far the fast growing part of the market, and we also want to give our consumers a chance to step up with our guitars, because they can start with CD60 guitar for 120, 140 euro. They can use a Kingman guitar for 300 euro, and what next? We didn't have anything to offer for them. So we decided to design the Paramount series, which is the next step in the Fender acoustic guitar history. And so far, what we hear from the market is a very successful step. So we are offering the semi-pro guitars, all solid guitars, designed by Fender from the scratch. So it's all new bracing, all new design, and we are using the new preamp designed specially bespoke for these guitars with Fishman, and the preamp is tuned for this guitar and for every body shape. So we have 3 body shapes, and for every body shape we have the same tuner but the same preamp.
All right, so you are really involved in the new things with Fender. What is coming in 2017? Do you know anything about that?
Of course I know,
okay.
And of course I cannot tell you. We have a lot of things coming. Like this year, of course, the Paramount Elite Series and Bluesbreakers are by far the biggest product introductions and the most important. But also this year we introduced also the in-ear monitors. The Fender, for the first time ever, in-ear monitors. We introduced several signature models like the Edge Stratocaster, and now just days ago Flea bass. So we'll have some interesting signature models in the future, and some new series or refreshed series. So a lot of things is gonna happen.
Okay, I always Telecaster, it will be with Bixby. Do you gonna have any line with Bixby tremolos?
As you know, we don't have any production models with Bixby, but every now and then we have like a special runs, a limited edition or special editions. And as far as I remember, it was earlier this year. We offer like a Japanese version. So Japanese, it was deluxe Tele probably with Bixby. So far, I haven't heard about anything new coming, like a production model, but just please expect the special models with Bixby on board.
I'm not sure if it was last year or 2 years ago, you released, like the Fender used these really cool amps from the Pawn Shop series. Do you planning anything like that? Because it was, I think, a really big hit. Like people liked it and still using it, and it was like you can, like in Slovakia, you could buy it for like 2 weeks and then it was gone. So
yeah, it was meant to be like that. So it was like a limited edition. So the Pawn Shop amps. So the amps which never existed in the history, but you think they could exist, and you could buy them at the pawn shop. So I'm not sure if we have plans to show something like that, but for sure we will have some new special edition amps. So keep checking our website for that, or Musiker website, because we are a Musiker, so you will find something special for that.
All right. You're working for Central Europe, in Europe, of course. How is your connection with the Fender US? Like with the headquarters of the Fender, do you have any chance to like ask for some different kind of guitars, or different kind of lines of guitars or amps or whatever, or it's always coming from there and you just like distributing it and selling it?
No, they always ask for a feedback, so we have a chance to see a few occasions during the year. NAMM show is probably the biggest occasion in January, but then we have like sales or marketing meetings. We have a product managers in Europe, so the product managers in Europe, they are responsible for to work close with local offices, and also to collect all the feedback from the consumers and to suggest the new products and the new solutions. So we are really close, because it's like one company. We have the headquarters in the States, then we have a Fender Musical Instruments Europe, and then different local divisions like Central and Eastern Europe, or Fender France, Fender Iberica for Spain and Portugal, for example.
All right. Sebastian, do you play guitar?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and what's your favorite guitar?
Is
it coming from Fender?
Yes, of course. Yeah, I really like the new Telecaster Thin line, and I'm not the only one, as far as I already noticed, traveling or talking to the artists. So the Telecaster Thin line is really my favorite from the new guitars, but. You know what? Maybe you will be surprised, but every day I just play a Squier Classic Vibe 50 Stratocaster. I just changed the pickup for humbucker, and that's all. That's really a guitar which fits me perfect.
All right. Actually, one more question. You said like Fender Squier. Like, what's the connection between Squier and Fender? Is it like one company, or like in case of, I don't know, Gibson, it's like Epiphone is like a different company?
No. Squier is just the brand name we own, and it's completely owned by us. Mm-hmm. So we design the guitars, and we do the distribution worldwide, of course. So it's owned by us, like other brands, because Fender Musical Instruments is not just Fender, but it's Squier by Fender, Gretsch Guitars, Charvel, Jackson Guitars, and EVH Guitars and Amps. Okay. Quite a lot of brands.
Are you gonna do any like roadshow for these brands, for like Gretsch or for Jacksons?
Probably not. We do different things. Like, for example, with Jackson, we really work close with the artists. It's that all that heavy stuff, but that the artists are really working close with us. Like, I think it was last year we had like a signing session here in Musiker, a signing session of Phil Demmer of Machine Head. He's our Jackson artist. So the Machine Head played in Bratislava. Phil came here for 2 hours just to do the signing. So we have like maybe 100 people coming just for a signing. We plan maybe some clinics with Jackson artists, but it's still to
so
confirm.
It's a different kind of branding and
yes, it's a bit different.
All right. Fender Central and Eastern Europe. How big you are comparing to the other brands? The market share.
The market share. The Europe. In Europe, we don't have like a really market data we can use, so we can just estimate. But by far, we are number one electric guitar brand and number one electric guitar amps brand. I cannot tell it for 100% in Europe, but last year in the States, we were, for the first time ever, we were number one bass guitar amps manufacturer, which was, as I said, again, first time in the history we go to the first place. It was thanks to our very successful Bassman and Super Bassman amps, and a refresh of the Rumble, so budget series of the bass amplifiers.
Okay. So you are doing good.
Yes, we are doing very good. We have a really good dealers all over Europe, and after the changes, so when we started to be direct in Central and Eastern Europe, we have certain requirements from the dealers. So as you can see here in Musiker, Bratislava, you can find probably every guitar or series or model we produce at least one sample. So American Vintage, American Standard, American Elite now, and the guitars from our factory in Ensenada, Mexico. So Standard series, Classic Player series, and Deluxe series. So I think you can find and really find a guitar for yourself here in this shop and all other Fender dealers all over Europe.
Thank you very much, Sebastian.
Thank you very much, David. Ďakujem.